Estate planning for business owners. Hi, my name is Michelangelo Mortillero, founder of Mortillero Law. I work with a lot of business owners in my estate planning and asset protection practices. And one of the common themes is that business owners are too busy running their own business, and sometimes doing a really good job at that, to take a step back and think about, what if I become disabled? What if I pass away? Or what if I run this business long enough that I decide I want to retire, I want to get out of it, I want to sell it, and I want to get value out of it? So when working with an estate planning attorney, many estate planning attorneys don't practice in business law and don't really understand the dynamics of how businesses work and the things that you should be doing from an estate planning perspective to coordinate your business interests with your estate planning. Why do we need to coordinate our business interests with estate planning? I'll give you a quick story, a very unfortunate story. Several months ago, I had a lady come into my office on a Friday afternoon, and she tells me my husband passed away unexpectedly on Monday, and I think we might have a problem with the estate and with his business, and I think we might have to go through probate, but I hope not. So I said, okay, let's sit down and talk about what happened. So this gentleman had a estate plan done from a well-known downtown law firm that is, again, well-known for their estate planning department. He also had a business law attorney that helped him set up his business. And what we had found is that during those representations, those attorneys never talked to each other. So the business law attorney didn't even know about the estate planning attorney and vice versa, and no one bothered to ask the question. So what happened was this gentleman passed away unexpectedly on a Monday. By Wednesday, all of his employees figured out that he's the guy that writes the paychecks, and so therefore there's probably not going to be a paycheck coming this coming Friday. So by Wednesday, all the employees had left. Now, this gentleman ran a very successful business. He was in the process of actually selling it for about $4.5 million as a going concern. And passing away unexpectedly, obviously, threw a monkey wrench into the sales process. And so the buyer now is trying to figure out what they can do and do they still even want the business. And the problem is that the business ownership was in this individual's sole name. So when he passed away, there was no one that had authority to continue the sale. No one had the authority to pay rent. No one had the check writing authority to pay the employees to make sure they still come to work. And the business ended up now going through probate, which is going to take 6 to 12 months. During that time, no one's answering the phones. No one's paying the rent. And so the wife, unfortunately, has found herself in a situation where we're having to pretty much fire sale all the furniture, fixtures, and equipment from the business. She's going to end up with about $1.5 million out of it. Not a small amount, but definitely not the $4.5 million that this business was worth as a going concern that's actively doing business. So she lost the $3 million in valuation on the business, and she's also now paying over $100,000 in fees and costs to get the business through probate. And so I went through all of the documents several times looking for some coordination between the business plan and the estate plan, and I couldn't find it. So I reached out to both of the law firms that had represented this gentleman during his life. And it was a classic, I thought the other guy was doing it. The estate planning firm said, business coordination, that's a business law. We don't do that. And I talked to the business law attorney and he said, avoiding probate on the business, that's estate planning. We don't do that. And so both of them blamed the other firm for not addressing the issue. And so this is a classic example where this gentleman thought he was doing the right thing. He had not only one attorney, but two attorneys that were arguably top of their game in their industry, and nothing was coordinated. And so we see that time and time again. So my message to business owners is oftentimes your business and the business assets may represent the lion's share of your estate's net worth. And if you don't take the proper steps to coordinate the business plan with the estate plan, then chances are if something were to happen to you while you still own that business, your family may lose out on a lot of the hard work and effort that you put into starting your business, growing your business, building it into something that you're truly proud of and that is a successful entity in and of itself. And so a little bit of coordination goes a long way. It doesn't just have to be about you passing away. What if you become disabled? What if you have a car accident and have a brain injury and are unable to run the business? Do we have things in place to allow the business to continue to run? Do we have key employees that might be able to take over the business? Do we have the opportunity to have maybe a business partner buy out the business? How is that done? What does the structure look like? And how is it all coordinated? Then the final piece of the equation is, what if you don't die or become disabled? You run your business until the day that you wake up and decide, I think I want out and I want to retire and I want to sell off my business. How can we structure your business to be saleable for the highest dollar amount and to get the most out of it? That's another thing that we help our business owners with. So disability, incapacity, retirement, and death. Those are all things that every business owner should be thinking of. When you overlay the statistics on this concept, it's alarming that over 83% of business owners have no estate planning in place. Absolutely zero. And from the example that I just gave you, even if you do have an estate plan and a business plan, there's no guarantee for success unless they are coordinated together. So I encourage all business owners that are watching this to give us a call. Let us sit down. It doesn't cost anything. Free consultation. We'll review any documents that you have. If you don't have them, hey, it's a great opportunity for us to get together and lay out a plan start to finish that encompasses both your business plan, asset protection for the business, probate avoidance for the business, retirement planning, and coordination with your estate plan. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, we encourage you at the bottom of this video that you can fill out a form and get a free consultation, or give us a call, find us online. Thank you so much. Have a great day.